The tiger lilies are all done blooming, and soon they'll be so dry I can just pull them right out. Great fire starters at the fire pit. Hey, hey, Kendra. At Consume the Goodness, I'm getting my steps in. Another deer bed. Right off the trail, right next to berries. The beavers took down another tree. Sure did. Picking berries. Well, we reached our goal. I picked 155 cups of blackberries this year. I like to have at least 200 cups in the freezer, and I already had 45 cups from last year's harvest. Woohoo! We got our blackberries. Time to pick the grapes. Every spring and every fall, I fertilize the Concord grapes with our favorite fertilizer, the Costa Maine. I'm leaving some behind because they still have to ripen up a little bit more. You definitely want that deep purple, not light purple. And they kind of let you know anyway. The stems, if they're ready, you literally can pull it off. If they're not ready, you have to use scissors. Beautiful harvest of Concord grapes, and so many more left on the vines that I could probably pick in about another 3 days. I see grape jelly in our lives soon. This is our extra refrigerator, so perfect because I have no time to make jelly today, so all of the grapes, and I have a bunch of apples that I picked too. Lots of apples, everywhere apples. Applesauce and jelly next. The next day, it was time to take all the grapes off the vines. I love this roaster pan. I just go ahead and put it on like 200 and it cooks them down. I get the mill all set up, and that takes care of all the skins and all the seeds, all the work. And then I just end up with a beautiful grape juice that I put in the refrigerator, and maybe tomorrow I'll make jelly. Since I already had the mill out, I figured, well, I might as well make some spaghetti sauce. So I went out to the garden and picked a bunch of tomatoes. And again, the mill does all the work. All the skins, all the seeds just come out the other end, and you end up with your nice spaghetti sauce. Yum! Easy peasy, I say. I had some sausage in the freezer and a pound of burger. Letting these defrost, and it's going to be a stuffed pepper kind of night. Stuffed peppers. 1 pound of burger and 2 sausage links, taking out of their casing, of course. Mix it together with salt and pepper. Simple, easy peasy meal and homemade sauce. So, stuffed peppers and green beans and onions for dinner. While dinner was in the oven, I decided to go ahead and chop up a bunch of vegetables and flash freeze them and get them in the freezer for later. I love having chili starter kits. All the vegetables are already chopped up. I can just defrost them and throw them in the crock pot. Making applesauce in the roaster. This jar I just put right in the refrigerator. I didn't even can it. We'll have that with dinner. And I figured, well, I might as well go ahead and make at least 1 batch of grape jelly. How many was there? 4?
Yeah, one of them's a cobra.
The garden keeps giving, and we keep harvesting. Here in New York State, we plant our garden Memorial Weekend, and our season we can usually harvest until October and sometimes into November. Armageddon pepper. Beautiful plant. The gourds are doing great. Plant is dying back. And the gourds are just about ready to be harvested. Almost there. We want to see a brown stem. So we lost some ash trees thanks to the ash borer. Isn't that just terrible? Look how many of them in the yard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's one behind it, 7. So sad but true. Firewood. Happy fall, everyone. Second round of carrots. While I was harvesting in the garden, Jason was sanding down more boards, and we both were able to watch a beautiful sunset that evening. White-tailed deer hunting season has opened up here in New York State. Jason woke up bright and early and went hunting for a few hours. Good luck to all the hunters out there in filling your freezer this year. As always, thank you for stopping by P&J's Homestead Adventure. See you on the next one.